go that way.
You're going to look at him. He's strutting, you guys. He's strutting. I love it. This is our first time actually meeting Van in person. And it's really exciting. Well, my first time. Tracy might have met him.
I've never met him. I met him about 2 hours ago in person.
Sweet.
Otherwise, he's always on the Connect show watching us.
Yes. Loyal follower. Here comes Van.
Here we go.
That was the beginning to my maiden last name.
What was?
Van?
Van.
Van
Yes.
Nock?
Well, no, my maiden last name is Vandervelden. Very long.
Vandervelden.
Yes.
Do you know Nate?
No.
Okay. He was a good guy.
Cornelius was my grandpa.
Cornelius.
Yeah.
You call him corny?
He went by Van.
Yeah.
He hated his name.
Yeah, and it's funny when you have a name like Van, people want to know.
Yeah.
What's it short for?
Right.
Why does it have to be short for
It
something?
doesn't.
And I grew up in Northwest Iowa, which is very much Dutch influenced.
Okay.
And people will say, "What's your name?" And I'd say Van, and they'd say, "Oh, well, what's your last name?" I'd say Nut, and they'd say Van Nut. No, not exactly.
Oh, those Dutch.
I
Today,
know,
Van,
I
we have
know,
to
I
we have
know,
to
I know.
talk close to the microphone because these are podcast microphones.
Is that better?
So
Right.
you gotta be
You kind of
in
have to
on
lean
it.
in a little.
All right,
lean in.
we're broadcasting now.
We're
We are
broadcasting.
live.
John's got his thumb
You
up. So.
are on social media right now.
Hello,
Dan.
social media.
Hello, Van.
So, are you two having fun today?
We are.
This
Yeah?
is a lot of fun.
This is a lot of fun.
I'm
We're
Yeah.
like super
loving as we're broadcasting, just watching the room fill.
Yep.
It's been great to watch it just fill up more and more and more.
And
We're getting
IB's been doing this for, I think John said 10 years or so. And I know I've displayed here. I've come through here for various things. And it's so nice that it's back after a 2-year hiatus. And the speaker, Ken Schmidt, was amazing. We learned so many things. You know, one thing that I took away that I'll share is how briefly can you describe your business? And he suggested get it down to 17 syllables. Can you do it as a haiku? It's like, oh, so there's your challenge, social media. Can you describe your business within the context of a haiku?
Well, I have a challenge for you. We're just about to ask you, what business are you in? You got 17 syllables to do it in. He's got
We made him swallow hard.
Compliance work for business owners that need more time.
He did it, you guys.
That might have been under 17.
That's
But
okay.
that was still pretty good. That was still pretty good.
There you go. Yeah.
So I kind of stole this from our friend Bill Sargent. I'm going with I'm a social media artist. That's as far as it's going.
Oh.
Find me for more. Social media artist.
We ease pain. We ease compliance pain if I'm not going the haiku route. So we do things that people don't necessarily want to do. They can do, but they don't want to. You know, it's compliance stuff, and we do it well. And whether it's payrolls or accounting work or some consulting, we help with the things that most people don't want to get bogged down in, that don't require a lot of creativity.
All things that business owners scrunch their nose at. Oh,
Yep. If it smells bad, we'll have Van's guys do it.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
So why did you choose to do this versus any other industry? Why did you choose to do the work that you do?
Well, the work that I do really is about working with people. And so whether it's whether it's marketing or doing discovery work with people who are thinking about doing business with prospects, I can talk to anybody, and I enjoy that, and I enjoy hearing about people's pain points. And ultimately, you know, within the context of accounting, it's like we were joking around about. You know, you're doing serious stuff that really frees people up to do other things, and I love seeing the connection between people's visions and then ultimately what they do, and then the final piece of that is there something we can do to help them do their business better? So,
and at the end of the day, like, accounting is about money. Hopefully bringing more in than you're letting out, right? So you're bringing them happiness and joy by doing stuff.
Exactly.
That they're not
the yucky stuff.
The yucky stuff that they scrunch their nose
stuff.
to.
And like I said, most people can do it, but it's hanging over your head. I know
the emotional component, I think.
It is. I know I missed a payroll deadline once for a tax thing, and I said never again. And I started outsourcing payrolls 25 years ago. It's like, why should I be stressing about this? Somebody else can do it and do it better. And Yeah. So that's where we sit. But I love people. I love interaction, and hearing their stories, and it helps me grow as an individual,
Nice.
and it's entertaining.
Entertaining.
Sometimes you make your own entertainment.
Accounting is entertaining. You
Oh,
heard
it
it from
is.
Van.
It is.
You
It
heard it
is.
from Van. Madison.
It's joyful. It's joyful.
Joyful.
Yeah. Or to use Ken Schmidt's word, if I can come up with it, a delightful. We want to delight clients, and I think that's true for everybody. It's not enough just to do what everybody else does. His message was you need to delight people so that they will remain loyal to you, and ultimately, when you stop delighting, maybe they stop coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So keep the delight button on. Don't take your finger off of it.
I love that.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a passion for this yucky stuff. I can hear it when you're talking, so that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any great tips for a small business owner who's struggling to work with their own finances or to do better this yucky thing?
Do the yucky thing better. Yeah, there's a lot of great resources available in between Milwaukee and Madison. You have Wisconsin Women's Business Initiative Corporation. They do a great job helping people better understand the picture. Both UW-Madison, I believe UW-Milwaukee have small business development centers. They do a ton of free work to help consult both in the accounting area, but in other areas too, marketing, operations. And those are free resources that are out there. And then, if those aren't available, aren't quite what somebody's comfortable with, then obviously there's all kinds of professionals. There's CPAs, there's consultants that can come in and help you understand what you don't understand, so that you can move past the fear and get out of that area that's uncomfortable, and charge forward.
There's often a way to start with the free. I like that tip. Because especially small business owners, that finances are often a struggle.
Right.
Yeah. But budgets are tight, and it's important to leverage these opportunities. And there are amazing people in these programs. They're not just somebody sitting behind a phone necessarily. They're people who've been out in the trenches. They get it, and their advice is worth paying for, but you don't have to. And it's, for somebody who's just starting up, or somebody who's got tight cash flow, it's difficult. It can be difficult to say, okay, I'm going to make an investment in accounting. They don't think of it as investment. They think of it as, here's another bill I need to pay. And the reality is, early on in a business, you do invest in HR practices. You do invest in accounting. You invest in marketing, because if you don't, at some point, one of those legs of that stool or that chair are going to come back and haunt you. So if you can get it done for free to get started, you can always jump into a paying relationship with a professional. But the important thing is just to get started with outside help.
Hopefully you guys aren't hearing all that loud stage presence going on next to us.
That's a great tip, though.
What booth are you in? What can we find at your booth? Do you have any cool swag? Do you have any verbal swag?
I am not in a booth, but I can tell you that if you roll the dice at the Robert Half booth and you roll a 7 or 11, you have an opportunity to win a back scratcher, a flashlight, and or expendable straw. I did happen to roll a 7, so just saying.
You got a back scratcher all day for yourself.
I do.
What a back scratcher.
But no, there's a lot of great businesses here. Just name a few. Alpha Graphics, Ryan Paulsrud is down the way. The folks from Bachman Construction are over there. Al Bachman and his team. Paul Pastina from Culligan. We have a Culligan system at home, so I like to brag him up. Culligan man. And we've got an RO system that I absolutely love. Yahara Software is here. And there are a handful of nonprofits that are doing projects as well that are here. And it's a great walkthrough. It's a great way to very quickly connect with other business leaders, because typically it is the leaders in these booths, and kind of get a pulse for what's happening in the market and in the region.
So you're here to check all the other vendors out, all of the other exhibitors. I shouldn't say vendors.
I wouldn't say check out so much as support.
Yes, I love it. I like that even better.
Yeah, and just engage in conversations, because it's a two-way street.
Yes.
I'm going to learn from talking to vendors, and hopefully they'll ask questions of me that help them grow their business. So.
I love it.
So how can people find you then if you're not in a booth here? how can they reach out to you or look at some of the services that you have?
They're going to have to find me online at www.burntcpa.com. And the website, like every website, is going to be redone soon. But
They're always under
that's the other tip. It works until it doesn't. Until you look at it one day, and the owners, the partners said, "Yeah, we want to freshen this up," and it's
Right.
important to do that. And obviously, you support that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Keep it fresh, keep it hot. But yeah, they can just look us up online, and happy to chat on the phone, happy to text, happy to Zoom or Teams, whatever people are comfortable with.
You can always find Van on the Connect Show on Tuesdays too. Like
Yes.
one of our biggest supporters. I love it. Van is
I
always
do
there.
enjoy the Connect Show, and I enjoy John and the team and everything that's being done, because it's like, let's just try this, let's do this, and I love that. Just keep doing it, and the product keeps getting better. This last month on coaching, I thought was fantastic. Pulled a lot of tips away, and I'm looking forward to an automation the month before that. And looking forward to IT next month. So
He even knows our
I
schedule.
know he knows our schedule. I can't believe
He
it.
knows it better than me.
I hope that doesn't seem sad, but Connect is inexpensive. We have Stefan Mesgen, who is one of our amazing senior managers, has an office upstairs in Expansive, and he's saying that the building is filling out, and that there's an amazing amount of creative talent in the building, and it's just a great place to be. So we love being neighbors with the Connect Show.
I love
Awesome.
it. Thank you so much for joining us, Van.
Thanks.
It's
Van.
so wonderful to finally meet you in person.
I know, isn't that
live
weird?
and in person?
I love it. I absolutely love it. And I have seen a number of other Milwaukee area people walking the halls here too.
Oh,
So it's kind of nice for people to stop by. There's so much commonality between the
Yes.
markets.
Right.
So much business that can be done, and a lot of opportunity for all. So
I love it.
it's
Thank
kind
you,
of fun
Van.
to see.
Van.
Absolutely. Do have a great day.
We'll see you
right,
later
thank you.
today, I'm sure.
All right.
All right.
I'm sure we'll run into you again later.
Up next, we have Troy Weist.
Troy.
I am
Is there a
hoping
Troy
I saw Troy
around?
over there. He's coming.
Oh, there's a
I
Troy.
saw him. I saw him. Hi.
Awesome.
How are you?
Pleasure to be here. Thank
Yes.
Yes. Thank
We
you
have
for
to talk
coming.
close to the microphone today,
Perfect.
so we can
We have to
hear
get
you.
in and close.
And we have a little bit of competing microphone over there.
Understood.
But that's okay.
Understood.
You're
Is that
still
good?
live.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah, you're good. I
Perfect.
can hear you.
I can
Did I
hear
say
you.
your last name right?
Weist. Troy Weist.
said it wrong.
Robert Half here. We're based out of
I
Middleton.
before E except after C.
Correct. Yeah, the German pronunciation. Correct. Yeah. So here with Robert Half. Love to be at the Business Expo. Great to be back in person. It's been a couple years since we've been able to do anything like this. So this is wonderful.
So happy to be here.
Yeah.
So happy to be in person at an expo, watching
Yeah.
people
Look
walk
at the
around.
crowd. It's amazing.
Talk
Yeah.
to
It is.
people,
It's great.
keynote speakers. We have like everything.
It's
great.
We're back. We are back. But Robert Half Talent Solutions, we are a professional staffing agency, work in the kind of administrative, accounting, finance, IT, legal. If you're looking for people to help through project bases, maybe staff augmentation, maybe you're looking for just extra helping hand. We're kind of the people to come to. It's 100% our job to find those people and do a really, really wonderful job. Been around for 75 years and kind of make it our precedence to help organizations through transformation. So.
How are you doing with finding those people right now?
It's incredible. But current challenges are always future accomplishments.
Yeah.
And as we kind of go through this crazy time, it's been one of those things that it's always good to get a person a job, no matter how hard it might be. But one of those things, it's a really, really good opportunity right now for anyone looking in the market. It definitely is a great resource at Robert Half that we can kind of help out, extra iron in the fire, if you will, kind of find that next great opportunity for people that might be looking. And on the counterpoint, when we have clients that might just need a drop of a hat, get a great accountant in there to support through whatever implementation they might be going through, we got the folks too. So
Do you do a happy dance every time you place someone? I do a happy
there
dance
is
right now.
nothing better. I getting a person a job and seeing their reaction, it's just incredible. I mean, it's a high. It really, really is a high. So
TikTok those happy dances. Tracy will post them for you.
Oh,
I'm not a social media buff like that, but it's a good idea. I might have to look into this. So.
She'll do it.
I will. So do you work in one industry more than another? Like, are there specific industries that you work more in or more with?
Yeah, so I'd say here in Wisconsin, we're very manufacturing based, right? But we really support anything from nonprofits, transportation, again, that food manufacturing, anything that might need that business kind of consulting arm. We really are out there to help, and have a very good way of specializing in it too. Where we don't just maybe throw a dart at the wall. We really want to curtail a person's background to a particular opportunity to make sure it's going to be the best fit. Because why do the same job twice? They say, right? Measure twice, cut once, kind of thing.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. I like that. Measure twice, cut once. Why did you choose to work in this field?
When I chose to work at Robert Half, it was, you hear that all the time. I want a change of pace kind of day, right? And working with people is nowadays the same. It really is that, and it's not a traditional 8 to 5, right? You find yourself, working with these people that they needed a different kind of schedule too, but so every day is going to be something different. And again, it was one of those opportunities, walking into the door, the collaboration with the teams, the big kind of company mentality, but still small team kind of collaboration. It's just been a wonderful opportunity for me. Anyone looking for the next opportunity, we're hiring, and something that can be internal or external, but we would be happy to have a conversation. Absolutely.
Well, and I would think in this kind of market, the people that are coming to you right now that are looking for employment are really, truly excited to find employment, to find that perfect job. So it's got to be even more exciting.
It's
almost even when it's tough to be more exciting, right?
It is exactly it. And it's one of those things, in your gut when you're making a decision for the better, right? And it's one of those opportunities that, we'll work through anything, any questions that you might have, why, the whys, the hows, and make that transition happen. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's a person's decision, right? And then they need to make it for their own. But I'm happy to be that kind of career coach and help these folks through those transition moments. So
I love it. Do you have any special tips you can give either the employer or the potential employee on finding a job?
With the employer, I would say move quick, but within reason, right? Make the right decision, but know that those individuals are being looked at by multiple companies. And I would say in this new remote world, we're seeing a lot of companies from the East and West Coast be able to take some of the Midwest talent out of the market, right? So, one of those things, be competitive, be quick, but make sure, you're doing it for the right reason. On the employee side, open up opportunities. Working with a staffing firm like Robert Half is going to give you more options, and we do it on your behalf. And at the end of the day, it doesn't cost anything, but a little bit of time. And then know that we do that for a reason. We want to be a partner to you. And then at the end of the day, we just want to find people to work happy and make sure that they're making a good decision in their life. So we know how important a career is. So
yeah, that's something I didn't know, that it doesn't cost the potential employee anything.
Nothing
to use your services.
Nothing but a couple hours of time and a couple conversations. So,
but in reality, you're doing the legwork for them, for the constant internet searches.
Absolutely.
Or I mean, you're really making the job search much easier.
It's handled almost on a golden platter, right? Here's the opportunities, here's what it can bring to you. Ultimately, you have to make the decision, but we're doing that. That's our job to do the legwork. So
I don't think about it that way that often, but it just really kind of got the gears turning in my head on how that really is really beneficial to somebody right now.
And in this market, it's going to continue to be a tough one. Here in Madison, Wisconsin, under 2% unemployment for degreed finance and accounting folks, right? So you're thinking about the people that, are in the most high demand. It's our 100% job every day, 60 hours a week, to go make sure that we're working with the people that are kind of in that transition period. So.
Well, and you mentioned like California and stuff is taking our, Midwest. I mean, we're known for our hardworking ethics in the Midwest. So,
right.
Yeah, and you're finding these people. Remote work is a wonderful thing, and we're seeing a lot of competitive market intel out there. And if you look at the salaries given on the West and East Coast, the one other recommendation I would say to employers here in the Midwest is be competitive with that, because the cost of living here is a little bit less than what would be offered on the coast. So make sure that you are, being competitive, not only with monetary, but maybe some of those intangibles too. Make sure that, your benefits package is going to be right there with them. Make sure that you're offering some work-life balance aspects, but some of those intangibles that you hadn't thought of in the past, I think, are more important than ever.
Work-life balance. Have to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because employees, I think they're on to it. They know that there's some competition there, and they can kind of really work towards getting that that great fit, and they don't have to just take what comes to them. They can kind of shop around a little bit right now.
They can take their time, and then I always say go with your gut. You know when you know if it's going to be a good opportunity. But at the end of the day, it's a very competitive one out there. So just stay diligent, stay proactive in the search, and always keep the door open. You never know what's going to come knocking. So
come knocking.
Yeah.
That's my
great.
business. Opportunities knocking.
That's great.
I just made Carlo mad by knocking on the table.
Sorry, Carlo.
How can people?
he came out from behind the curtain for that.
I can't see him. The man behind the
Stop it.
How can people find you here at IB Madison today? And if they're not at IB Madison, how can they find you in the general world every other day?
So we're at booth 118, kind of smack dab in the middle of the center here. Feel free to stop over. We got Nathan and myself, and then we'll have a couple other guests come here this afternoon. You can look me up on LinkedIn, Troy Wiest, W-I-E, S as in Sam, T as in Tom. You can also reach out to me at 608-259-1550. I'm always open for a phone call and conversation to see how I can be of service. So
That's great. How about any virtual swag? Real swag or virtual swag?
We got some swag. Over at the booth?
Yeah, what do you got?
Okay, so we got dice. You roll a 7 or 11. We got back
You're the back
scratchers.
scratcher.
We got the back scratchers. We got the flashlights. We got the reusable straws, people. So stop on over. We'd love to shake some dice with you.
Van Nut was just on here and he had the back
the
scratcher.
back scratcher.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
I was a little jealous.
Yeah.
Use that today.
That's great. That's
Thank
great
you.
swag.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for
You're very
joining
welcome.
us
Great
today,
information
Troy.
today.
sure.
Thank
Yes.
you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
It was wonderful to meet you.
Pleasure. Thank you so much.
Bye. Up next, we have
Next
Lisa
is-
Zovar.
we have another guest.
We do. 11:45, ma'am.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
awesome.
Do we have Lisa?
Do we have a noon or do we
are.
have?
All right. We got a little tech break. You know what that means?
That
IB
means we
Madison
can-
water moment. Madison water moment. Oh, she cheated. Sorry, guys. We are nonstop live, but we get thirsty. We're talking. And we got to plug
Oh.
stuff in.
She's bringing.
Oh, she has stuff to plug in. That's why we had to get ready. Look at this. I'm so excited. We have Lisa Zovar.
Yes.
Did I get it right?
Yes.
Excellent. Lisa, thank you for joining us. Today I'm going to repeat this every time. We have to talk close to the microphones because these are podcast microphones. They're ready for us.
Okay.
So,
I'll put on my microphone voice. How's that?
yes, she's got a microphone voice, she said. Let's go. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the business that you're in, and let's start with the business name.
Our business name is Zovar Fine Art.
Real close.
Let me move
All right,
this
we're going to
chair a
adjust.
little closer.
Live TV, folks. This way.
There we go. Okay.
We're good? All right.
Our business name is Zovar Fine Art.
Zovar Fine Art.
Zovar Fine Art.
There we
Oh,
go.
that's
There is
great.
the voice. She found it.
Okay, very good. Zovar Fine Art. We have a gallery in Stoughton, and Ray's studio is also there. So Ray creates paintings, and he creates these. These we call illuminations. The illuminations, this is actually 3 parts, and there are bigger ones. We sell a lot of the 7-inch in diameter ones. That seems to be our most sellable, we'll say. And then we have them up to like 14 inches around. We have the smaller sizes. And we do a lot of art shows during the summer. We go out and do live shows, tents, festivals, things like that. So we have a good time.
Do you offer customizable art? Like, say we have a logo
Yes.
and we want to match our logo with the colors.
yes.
But yes, the answer is yes.
She's thinking
Yes.
over there.
But the thing of it is you can see that it's changing
It's
the
remote
colors.
Yes,
controlled.
it's changing.
The cool thing about them, okay, so Ray creates the paintings flat.
Uh-huh.
So it's a real painting. Then he makes a fiberglass and resin form and then puts the LEDs in it. So they're all they're interactive. So you can choose it. You can choose a color, a different color every day. and have a different piece of art.
So when you have different TV shows, we have Connect Show, we have Connect Live. We're talking Small Business Milwaukee. We just change it to the color when we're doing our TV show right in the center of our stage, right?
Perfect.
I mean,
Perfect.
Why not, right?
Yes, Ray does custom art. He also creates the paintings. Ray is an abstract expressionist artist. A lot of people don't relate to that, and that's okay. We understand that. I might be just a little bit biased, but I think my husband is a rock star artist.
I don't know. It looks pretty good.
I don't know.
I'd have to
I'm
agree with you.
abstract. I like abstract. I don't like I like to see a painting of, a Bob Ross moment. I like to see that, but my eyes more are drawn to abstract. Always.
Because she really likes the color, I've learned. She's all about the color.
I do.
You should come to our gallery. We are in Stoughton at 143 East Main Street, not West. People say, I never could find you. They just weren't looking for us, right?
Wrong direction.
But Stoughton is rapidly turning into an art enclave. And if you haven't been there recently, you really would have a fun time to come down. Like on Saturdays, Fridays, Saturdays, there's a lot of people who walk around town, get lunch. There is a artist studio and gift shop across the street from us. She also is an abstract artist. There's a gal also across the street from us who makes leather baby shoes.
Oh.
There is a gallery down the corner from us called Woodland Galleries. They exhibit art. Able Gallery moved from Paoli to, are you familiar at all with them?
A little bit.
They moved to a really nice building down by the railroad tracks. There's another building across the street that is now a woodworker's maker's shop. And they're going to be selling handmade furniture in the front. So between those, there's a couple other studio gift shops. There's a fiber artist in town. It's just a really fun place to come. And if you come to our studio, our gallery, it's very bright. It's bright and fun, and there's really good energy in the studio. People ask me, they come in and they say, how are you today? I'm fantastic. How could I hang out in this gallery and not be fantastic?
I love that energy.
You're getting all that vitamin D from all the light.
I'm sorry?
You're getting all the vitamin D from all the light going on.
There you go. People ask us if these are lights. They're more of a mood light. I used to have a job in direct sales, and although I loved it immensely, sometimes I would come home just way up here. And until we got the gallery, I was able to have some of these at home. Now we don't have art at home. Anyhow.
It's all in the studio.
It's all in the studio. We had 3 in the living room, and I could just put my feet up, turn them on, and within minutes, it just all fell off. They're calming, and yet they're energizing. I think they're totally cool, my opinion.
I think you're right. I like it. I like just the different pieces to it. I'm not an artist, so I always envy art. Because I don't have that artist bone in my body. So I envy it. I buy it. So I support the artist that way.
Yeah, my title is the gallery manager. Ray is the artist. I do the books, the website, arranging the gallery, finding shows, all that stuff, et cetera, et cetera.
Excellent.
This sounds like a great team.
Absolutely.
You got everything covered.
I'm sorry?
You got everything covered.
We're trying. I had a business myself, and I closed that business in June of 2019 so that I could support Ray's business.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's definitely a 2-person full-time job.
That's an amazing team moment. And you could battle your energy for his art and sell that right alongside his art, because I think it's great. I love how supportive you sound. And you get to work next to beauty every day. So
I've just come to the conclusion that I don't support Ray, that he supports me.
I like it.
Nice.
But if you look here, Ray has a thing for 3s. I don't know if you can see this. There's 3 sets of lines,
Oh.
and they're in threes. There's 3 squares. Almost all of his art contains the threes. And to Ray, it means balance.
Okay.
If you're into numerology at all, 3 is also very creative. And 3 inspires other people's creativity. So come to the studio. Maybe something will pop up that you didn't even know you had.
Oh, that's why we always have 3 people on the show.
Maybe. Oh my gosh. I'm so inspired.
I'm now thinking about threes for everything now.
When I decorate in threes.
Oh, and if you come to the studio, or when you come to the studio,
when you come,
please call first. The sign on the door says the studio is open when the artist is creating. And we're usually there on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and not Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So sometimes Ray's there depending on how hard he's working. Right now he's recovering from shoulder surgery. That's why he's not representing us.
Well, we appreciate you representing, and it was so great to meet you.
Thank you.
And talk about Ray's work and bring Ray's work to show. That's really
what
great.
would it mean if you can't show it?
Exactly.
Right?
Where is your booth here? What is your booth number?
We are with Wisconsin Women Entrepreneurs, so we're right up in booth 100.
Okay. Right when you walk in the door.
Right.
Well,
thank
you
you
so
Thank
much,
you so much
Lisa,
for coming
joining
on,
us. I
Lisa.
really
Thanks for having
appreciate
me.
it.
Thank you.
I really, really appreciate it. Have
Okay.
a great day.
Thank you.
And we'll see you around the expo.
Thank you.
All right.
We'll come
Thank
visit.
you.
Hey, John.
Cool.
All right. We're unplugging. We're ready. We're ready for John, the co-host, to come back soon because